Welcome, Libra. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot getting ready to do your full moon in Cancer on the 26th of December. This is also known as Boxing Day in some places, the day after Christmas. I have laid out the tarot cards along the axis of the horoscope wheel. I have combined the African tarot with the tarot of the divine, and I'll clarify with a good tarot and use 3 oracle decks throughout the reading. Thank you for being here. Welcome to all of you who are new. I value your time and all the ways that you support me to do what I enjoy doing. So thank you in advance for that. Let's get started, Libra, with your overall energy. For the full moon, the moon card. This is lovely. This is about this time of the year in many ways when one can dream. There's more night in the sky. There's more darkness. This allows us to go into places in our subconscious mind where we find unexpected gifts, unexpected guidance, support, appreciations from those other entities or spheres from where other entities reside, where you can make contact with relatives that have passed, those that are living, where you can connect with aspects of your purpose and recognize that there is help and support all around you. This also is a place where we can safely move into a deeper exploration of our fears, the things we don't understand. And in many ways, this is about the strength of some kind of a spiritual practice, a meditation, journaling, dream journaling, prayers, in order to find that stillness, that peace, that quiet, a silent space within you where you can hear these voices, where you can connect with the information that these entities, these presences have to offer you. In the 10th house, the house of your social identity, the way others see you, we have the Hierophant. This is really beautiful because in many ways the full moon is highlighting this area of your chart in particular, Libra. This is where you are learning some very profound lessons in such a way that you are able to step in the position of teacher, of mentor, of guide. You are not only understanding that it isn't just the lessons that you're able to learn, but it is the process that you are committed to. And that process is around understanding that every experience, challenging or beneficial, has a lesson, particularly the challenges, particularly the hardships and struggles, have lessons. Those are the gifts within that help us to understand ourselves better and approach our challenge, our purpose, understand our relatedness and connection to others. So this is where you are in a position to provide guidance and leadership, maybe consultation in some way to other organizations, other projects, other teams, or individuals. In the first house, the 10 of Swords. This is really highlighting the courage that you have gained in committing to this sense of gaining the wisdoms, the lessons that you've learned by having the courage to look at the patterns of behaviors, the failures, the disappointments you've endured, the obligations you've taken on that perhaps no longer belong to you, based on a system of beliefs that is no longer clear or supportive of your efforts, of your desire. So there is a lot of release here and making a lot of space to process this release, finding ways in which you're able to investigate, explore the truths that are hidden for you, that are relevant for you, in understanding better these experiences that you are now recognizing as no longer of service to you. In the fourth house, the Eight of Swords. This is the house of your home, your history, your family. The Eight of Swords is about this ability, because you are analytical, you are learning, you are committed to a process of understanding of the lessons you gain, that you may be overwhelmed by circular thoughts. In many ways, these can be a rehashing of the experiences that you've judged as having failed, not being successful. And this is helping you to recognize what specific strategies you have learned from these experiences. But it's also, in many ways, keeping you from an appreciation of the release that you are afforded at this time. As you explore these deeper experiences, these analyzing and looking critically at the way that you may have experienced disappointments and failures, you may be not allowing yourself to enjoy this present moment of not only deeper acceptance of the assistance, the guidance and wisdom, but also the lessons that you've learned. This is begging you to be accepting of these experiences, to release the desire to repeat them, to overanalyze them critically in a way that robs you of your peace, robs you of a sense of closure and resolution. In the seventh house, the house of your significant others, that's relationships with people, groups of people, but also goals. The Knight of Swords is really the dispassion that you need, Libra. This is an area where you are already temperamentally strong. You are able to put your feelings aside in order to be curious about your beliefs, to explore the beliefs that you're releasing and the new beliefs, the new truths, the new ideas, the new inspirations that will lead you to victory and success. So this is your willingness, your courageousness in seeking down, asking questions, being curious, listening to the experience of others and finding your truth within that. So you are, in many ways, a divine facilitator of new conversations, new truths, and the pursuit of what is truthful, what is just, what is victorious, what has significance for you. I'm going to pull a Starry Beginnings Oracle and ask you, Libra, if this is resonating so far, to please like this reading, to please share this with others, to comment below, and to subscribe to my channel. And I've pulled, trust what you need is there. With love, all can be accomplished. This is interesting because I do believe that you are finding more love, more support, more guidance available to you that helps you to provide that to others. And it is in the teaching that we learn, we relearn our lessons, we learn new aspects of our lessons. And I'm now pulling Flora and Fauna of Africa. And I pull the Komodo dragon, and the plant associated with this animal is the oak. And the key word is steadfastness. It is time to make an important decision. Trust your instinct and don't waste time doubting yourself. Opportunity awaits. I like this. I'm going to continue to clarify the first house, 10 of Swords, with the Page of Earth in the second house and the 7 of Earth in the third house. You are absolutely open to doing things differently. You are in a very serious reassessment of your effort, of not only the way that you communicate with others, but the way that you gain and process information. This is a focus for you, and this is where the moon is assisting you at this time in opening you up to more spheres of information, support, and guidance. You're very methodical in looking and reviewing at how you've invested yourself in the past, in yourself in the past, and new ways of doing that, new ways of supporting who you are and where you want to go, what you want to achieve. You're open up to the idea that there are different ways, more efficient ways, more productive ways to do what it is that you are working towards to accomplish that. The Eight of Swords in the fourth house is clarified by the Five of Air, in the fifth house and the Seven of Water in the sixth house. This is about your continuing to really be honest with yourself about the way that you may have allowed the sabotage of others through your own self-doubting energy. This is not trusting in the value of your ideas and the value of your effort, not feeling as though you know enough, have enough, are in some way not appropriate to the task, to the pursuit of your desires. And that is part of what continues to trigger this over-analysis, this loop of thoughts that keep cycling through, and that you are being invited to feel your way into those differently, to accept the assistance and validation from others in a way that is unfamiliar to you in some ways. It can even be uncomfortable because you're opening up subconscious realms where your fears subside. In many ways, your ability to entertain new ways of doing things, recognizing that you have been the one holding yourself back through the choices that you've been making. You've been choosing colleagues, perhaps, that did not serve your best interests, were not concerned with your happiness or growth. And as you explore that and take responsibility for the failures or disappointments you have endured, you are opening up to a variety of options that were not available to you before. This is through this re-exploration, reviewing, and reevaluating your relationships, your habits and routines, how you care for yourself, how you honor what it is that you pursue, what you've identified as the things that you want. How do you evaluate your skills, what you're good at? And there are new options available. You realize you have a variety of choices that can be overwhelming. It can be confusing to you. However, this does not distract you from the way that you're moving forward. This is helping to verify that you're on your path. This is the number 7. You're on your path of destiny. You're exploring it in new ways that you may not have considered or been exposed to in the past, not been aware of. There's more than one way to skin a cat, right? So the Knight of Swords in the 7th house is clarified with the 2 of Earth in the 8th house and the 8 of Earth in the 9th house. You are responding to this awareness that you have taken responsibility for holding yourself back, for limiting your efforts in the past by not believing that you had what it took. And you have now committed and understood that it is through the improvement of your skills, the personal development that you're able to gain, the sense of preparedness and being ready for opportunities that are now available to you. You continue to evaluate and make decisions or look at options that you have that are taking you from an old way, an old understanding of the way the world worked, the way your world worked, your capacity, who you were, how you have been labeled, to this whole openness to recognizing that in order to move forward productively, you must entertain new ways of working, reviewing the world, understanding new ways that you can do things. These are ways that you're creating out of a knowledge of who you are and coming from a place of your strengths. The Hierophant in the 10th house is clarified by the Ace of Water in the 11th house and the 7 of Fire. So we have 3 sevens here. This is really beautiful. We definitely are on a path of moving towards our success, our desires. And in some ways, I'm feeling this sense that as you open up to the abundant pleasure, joy, emotional healing that is available to you, and reevaluating your options and seeing things from a different perspective and opening up to the possibility of joy, that is part of the goal, is to enjoy the journey and the success that you're creating for yourself. You are setting firmer boundaries. You are making clear to others what you believe, standing up for yourself. And by setting these clear boundaries, you're giving yourself the liberation to work within your area of strength. This is an area that you've been working on. What you do well, you're doing it better. You're improving your craft, your knowledge, your skills at every level, understanding that that is the key to the confidence, the ability to enjoy who you are and what you're capable of. I'm going to finish up this reading, Libra, with a Language of Flowers card. And I have pulled, let me get these together, the Lenten Rose. The Lenten Rose is like a natural, native rose, a simpler version of the rose. And the key word is protection. Conserve what you have. Save a little. Interesting. Thank you so much, Libra, for this reading. Until next time, namaste.